Well, this is that time of year that we, of course, transition our wardrobes, moving from summer to fall and winter. So now is that perfect time to organize our closets. Make the most of those spaces. And here with some tips is our good friend Sarah Barnett, owner of Simply Sorted. Sarah, it is great to have you back on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here to talk about the closet, which is my favorite space to organize.
I think it's a woman's favorite space of the house, right?
It is. When it's organized, it's such like a comforting space to go into. And yeah, I'm excited to share some tips that you can implement in your own home to kind of reduce the visual clutter and keep your closet organized, because going in, transitioning from season to season is such a good time to kind of go through your closet. And depending on the space, a lot of people have to do seasonal swaps. If they're dealing with a smaller closet, they have to store away their summer wardrobe to bring out their fall and winter wardrobe. I
feel like we all would love a bigger closet. We always say that, but of course making the most of the space is so important. Yes. And I saw you've obviously done a lot of the before and afters where you've gone in and just like swapped it all out, and it is amazing the difference that it can make.
It is, and even it's so satisfying to go in really any space that I'm organizing, but again closets, just to see my clients' reaction when they come in and they can't believe it's the same space that they used to have in their house. So yeah, these are just some before and afters of clients' houses where you can see the visual clutter, the chaos that's going on, relocating some items that just don't make sense in the closet, utilizing and maximizing all of your space in your closet is key. And I can go over some products that you can buy from the Container Store, Amazon, to organize your closet and your dresser, because drawers even are a really good place to store your items as well.
I'm just like, as I see all of them, I'm like, oh, that looks so much better. Yes, Sarah, that's so much better.
Yes.
And I do love, you brought the drawer organizer.
Yes, these are such a versatile product. I use them in kitchens, bathrooms, any kind of drawer space you can use them in. The one thing you have to do take account for is your measurements, which is a huge thing people kind of skip out on. They get excited, they go buy all the product, but they don't take measurements. So you really need to measure the length, the depth, and the height of all your spaces, because they're spring loaded, so they pop in and they can fit up to like 17 to 24 inch drawers.
Okay.
And so then you have to also measure the height of the drawer as well. But these make such a difference for in your drawers, and you can file fold your clothes, kind of like in this bin here. When you file fold a shirt, it takes up way less space like this than just stacking them in your closet or throwing them in the closet. File folding is a huge space saver.
Well, and then you can see. You can actually see what you have versus I never wear anything on the bottom of the pile because I can't see it.
Yeah, definitely. And these bins are great to have if you don't have drawers, using bins kind of as a drawer and file folding within the bin. And these are great. I've put hats in these, belts. It doesn't have to be apparel. These are great. They're very versatile as well.
For the accessories.
For accessories,
okay. And then hangers, you say kind of invest in that.
Yes, that's a non-negotiable for me in any closet I'm in, because it does reduce the visual clutter, which is huge for organizing. And these are slimline black hangers. You can find them at Sam's, Amazon, TJ Maxx, Target. I prefer the black, but they come in various colors. And since they are a velvet material, it keeps your clothes from slipping on the hanger as well.
Which is so nice. And I know a lot of clothes now, you've got all the, you know, you've got your strapless, and then you've got the ones that are maybe you know, this way, so you've only got one.
Yeah. The slimline helps, and the velvet helps hold the garment onto the hanger so it's not falling off in the closet.
What is the biggest thing that you see that people, if they just did this, it would really help?
Honestly, my biggest thing that I tell my clients is doing like a weekly sweep, setting a timer again for 10, 20 minutes, however much time you can allocate, going through your closet, just picking up everything up off the floor is huge, trying to get up everything off the floor. So using shoe organizers, they're very inexpensive. You can find them at Target, just getting everything up off the floor, and then trying to go through weekly and kind of tidy up your closet and your wardrobe.
Going through weekly, tidying up, and I feel like so much of our closets are taken up with things that we don't wear.
100%, and that's the first step of any organizing process that I come into, is pulling everything out in a very categorized way, so it's easy for my client to walk through and see, oh wow, I have 15 white t-shirts, you know, we need to scale down to 3.
But we love them all, right?
I mean, it's hard to go through a closet as a woman. Yeah, it really is.
All right, well, obviously some great ideas. Hey, if you would like more, of course, you can find her on Instagram and all the social media pages. SimplySortedCo.com is her website, or you can call her at the number on your screen.
Thank you.